Hi everyone, good morning. This is RNG. How you all doing? This is a Saturday morning. I just came out to catch fun and exercise my body a little bit. I've been meaning to do this video for some time now, but because of my studies, I'll be very busy. Um, I don't want to take much of my time, and your time as well. But what I want to say is this: for some time, I'll be hearing and I've been reading on newspaper and also here on news that the German labor market is sick, that the labor market urgently need attention of workers from various countries. So that's the news splash now. And most of you, especially from Africa, we want to run away from Africa because we have some set of reasonable leaders in the history of the entire world. And you might be tempted to say, oh, this is a good news. This is the kind of news I like to hear. This is what I need at this time. The news gives you hope. When you go on YouTube right now, you see a lot of people, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, broadcasting the news that the German government need workers and they are distributing working permit for a lot of foreigners so that they can work in Germany. Now, me personally, I've lived in Germany for the past 7 years, not up to 8 years, but for reasonable years. By the grace of God, I'm a German citizen, and I don't know a lot, but I know a few things about this country, and I don't like to see to base my point of view from every other point of view. Other people have their own point of view, but I try to go deeper in my own point of view in order not to mix up with every other person. Because when you go on social media right now, every other person they are speaking one thing, they are saying the same things which the government are saying as well. But the reality is, what you hear on social media are lies. The German labor market is not sick. The German, of course, there is never, in every country, there is always a job opportunity for people. And of course, the Germans, because of the lack of ideas, the lack of wisdom to manage the country, the political elite, they mess things up. Though it didn't just start from today, it has been like that for a very long time. So, just that the effect is coming out greatly at this time. The German people, let me not say the German people, the German government actually believe that what they need is more hands to do their jobs. I would say they are not thinking right, because what they need is not more hands. What they need is they themselves to sit down and think, because they are not thinking right now. The only thing they think about right now is about the situation in Ukraine and with the Russia. That's the only thing they think about right now. That's why even when the Germans are hungry, the Germans are poor, the Germans are asking for a raise in salary, the government wouldn't just care, but rather they would prefer to spend billions of euros to buy ammunition and settle Ukraine and also support Ukraine financially. That's to tell you that the war in Ukraine will never stop, because these Westerners, they don't want the war to stop. They don't want it to stop, because if they want it to stop, they won't be supplying more ammunition. They will go for dialogue. If they really love Ukraine, they will go for dialogue. But that is not the reason why I'm doing this video. So what I want to say is this: the German government was in India recently to speak with the authority in India to see if they can strike a deal so that the tech workers in India can find their way to Germany easily to get a job. And after that, they went to Brazil to see if they can strike a similar deal with the Brazilian government so that the Brazilian nurses and doctors can come into Germany and so that they can ease their way to Germany to come and work. Here's the reality. In all of this, we the Africans, we are the least in their mind. When the European come and said we want to help you, just know that you are about to burn. They are about to burn you to the ground. They don't really need us. We suffer here. We struggle to survive here. Whatever you see an African man get in Germany, know that that man work 10 times the actual required standard to get that. We work harder trying to get everything we want because we are just the way they look at us is, but it's not really their fault because in our own country our government deal with us even more than that, and that is why we are out in various countries. Now let me go straight to my point why I'm here. If you're an African, know that the news you'll be hearing spreading around is not for you. Because there are a lot of doctors here, there are a lot of professionals here from Africa who are not working. The opportunity for us here in Europe is so limited that whatever experience you have here is all like useless to them. They don't care if you can do your job. They don't care if you know how to do what you do. As far as that color is involved, they don't just want to hear. Now, when I went to Canada recently, I went to see a lawyer. The lawyer is a Benin man from Nigeria, and he has a chamber in Canada. And the man told me that he studied law in Nigeria before he left for Italy. He got to Italy. He stayed in Italy for quite a number of years doing all kind of factory work because he could not. They don't that chance for you to expand your knowledge and upgrade yourself. They don't have it for us there until the man struggled to make it to Canada. He came to Canada. He did a little bit of study for 1 or 2 years, to study the Canadian law, and after then, the man started working, and now he's a big man. Both Africans work for him, both Canadians work for him. You get there, you see all kind of lawyers in his chamber there. So when you're talking about countries that are open, you should be talking about country like Canada, country like Australia, country like Ireland, not Germany. Germany has nothing to offer us. Now, why you see that the government believe that the labor market is going down and they need more raise, even though I say that even if they need more raise, they don't believe they ever need Africans to occupy their top position. They only need Africans to be their cleaner. They need Africans to work in their factory. They need Africans to do the things that real Germans wouldn't want to do. So that is the reason why they need you. You might be a lawyer, you might be a doctor in your country, but they will want you to do the things that their own people wouldn't do. Now, Germany is a country whereby you have millions of people who are not working. They stay at home, make babies, and earn more money than those who are in the field doing the job. And right now, a lot of Germans are not interested in working any longer. Not that Germany has so much work. Germany, they are just like a bingo bearing jack who believes that people believe from outside that Germany is so powerful. Germany when you live in Germany, you know that the struggle in Germany is too much. The stress. For instance, in Canada or even in UK, I went to UK to do a registration. I went to a single office. There, everything was done once on a single piece of paper, which was later sent to me. But here in Germany, oh my God, you are going to visit several offices, make several appointments just to get a single thing done. So the stress here, an office which a single person would handle, they'll spread it across and intend to create multiple jobs. By doing that, they are stressing the people living in the country. For instance, something that you will just get done in a particular office and you are working, you don't have all the time, so they expect you to make an appointment today, go to this office. After then, you make an appointment with another office just for something that could be done in a matter of a minute. So the stress in Germany is just too much. So with all this, the government believe that they have so much work, people are not, there are not enough people to occupy them. But the truth is that there is no work in Germany. It's just that the few people who are working, they labor themselves so hard and get just a little out of it. Because before the money gets to you, the salary in Germany is very low. Before the salary gets to you, they're going to take a huge amount of tax out of it. And that huge amount of tax, some of them are used to settle those who are sitting at home doing nothing. So the government over the years has encouraged a lot of people to sit at home and do nothing. And now it's affecting them badly. That a time is coming that the Germans will no longer want to work. Even the foreigners. Okay, recently they were in Brazil. I don't know if it worked out for them, but let's assume it worked out. Nurses in Germany they are underpaid. Now let's not talk about the taxes, the unreasonable taxes you pay in Germany. The nurses are underpaid. What makes you think that the nurses here, they have been crying for quite some time now that the government should raise their money with 10%, and the government said they can only raise it for 3% and be 4% or so. And they say they don't have money, but yet they are splashing money all over in Ukraine. And when things get worse, it is the nurses and doctors that suffer the pain, just like what happened during the COVID-19. And now these people are asking for a raise. Instead of you to grant their request, at least there is dignity in labor. All you could do is to go to Brazil to go and look for cheap labor, bring them down here, because the currency, the euro is bigger than the Brazilian currency. So you believe when they come here, they see the currency big, they will be happy. Just give them a matter of time. They will realize that they are not living in Brazil, rather they are living in Germany. You can't be working in Germany while you pay house rent in Brazil. You can't be working in Germany while you buy your foodstuff in Brazil. You can't be working in Germany while you pay your bills in Brazil. You work in Germany and you live in Germany. So whatever you believe is huge because of the value of the Brazilian currency, just a matter of time you realize that it is nothing. Because when you, as a nurse in Germany, you end up to 2,000 euro, 2,000 euro, 2003. And in that 2003, you are going to pay your house rent, which is around maybe 800 or 900 euro. You are going to pay your light bill, which is around 70 euro. You are going to pay your ticket. You are going to pay all unnecessary bills. Sometimes you be on your own. There will be a letter from the lawyer that you misuse one. Or they just no want to make you stress you out, and because they know you wouldn't want to take a lawyer for like 200 euro, because you'll be spending more to take a lawyer. Rather, you prefer to pay the 200 euro for unknown reason. So a lot of bills like this comes every time. So you just got to be prepared that Germans, the system encourage troublemakers. So at the end of the day, a nurse will be left with not less than maybe 500 euro. A nurse. A nurse in United States earn more than the doctor in Germany. A nurse in Canada earn more than the doctor in Germany. So if whatever you hear on social media, dust your ear, because they are not true. A lot of people are running away from it. What makes you think that the government are coming out that they need people? It's because a lot of people have realized that Germany is the lowest place they would rather be. So majority of them, they ran away to Australia, Canada, US, UK, and so other countries, Denmark. Because nobody want to work his youth age out, and at the end of the day they tell you, don't worry, when you get old and you can't work anymore, we are going to pay you your pension. And at the end of the day, the pension they pay you, you will be shocked. You will be shocked because the pension is never enough. So it will look as if like you wasted your years, and they are going to just going to abandon you, just like the way Nigeria abandoned their military men and their ex-military men and their policemen. They are just going to abandon you. You become useless. Think until you give up the ghost. So that's why I will also encourage my brothers and sisters from Africa, try to lay your hands. Be wise, save for yourself. Save some cash for yourself. Go back to Africa and start up a business, because that is the only place that can guarantee you a future. Except even if you want to go to America, anywhere, but be wise. There is no life here. So Germany don't really need more hands. What they need is one, increase their wages, the wages of the workers. Increase it, reduce tax, and stop encouraging laziness. Stop paying those people who are staying at home. You pay them for staying at home. In Canada, when you lose your job, there is a job security. They pay you for 6 months. After 6 months, you are expected to get a job. That is if you were working before then. But here in Germany, you can just come to Germany and start to earn money. You don't need to work. There are a lot of people that are not working, they earn very well. But you will wake up early in the morning, go to work, come back. At the end of the month, you are getting less than those people who are sitting at home. Are you encouraging people to work or not? So there are workers in Germany, and besides, there are a lot of black people in Germany here. Some of them have been here 5 years, 6 years, no working permit. And you want to tell me that the government is not seeing these people? There are workers, there are professionals. Just because they are black people, no one cares about them. I know of a friend, for how many years? For like 8 years in Germany, what they've been giving to him is 6 months working permit for 8 years. So this country is not really being fair to Africans. That's the truth. That's why you see the I told you last time that the reason why you see Europeans supporting Ukraine with they are giving Ukraine financial support, not because they love Ukraine, it's because Ukraine was rising so fast before this crisis happened, and they saw an opportunity to extract every work power, every manpower from Ukraine and add them to it. Look at it. The moment it happened, they opened their border. Who were they collecting from Ukraine? The real Ukraine people and other white people. But the black people, they pushed them back. So, what do you think was going on? So they are not really after the Ukraine success. They are not after they don't really care about the Ukraine. They only care about their muscle, their brain, come to their system and make their own system look like the way yours was. That's all they care about. So when you see them, you think that they care about you. They don't give a fuck about you. So if you think Germany, you want to leave Brazil to come to Germany, you are welcome. Yeah, like okay, it is a stepping stone, but don't believe all those junks you see online. Germany doesn't need help. The only thing they need is cut down their taxes, increase wages, so that professionals can be able to eat and see the benefit of spending 5 years in the university. See the benefit of spending 3 years in the nursing school, so people can see the benefit of their labor. Not like this. You can't be earning 2,000 euros as a nurse. That is nonsense. How much is your house rent? 1,000 euro. You buy clothes, you feed. Where's the money? Is gone. You can't even afford a brand new car for yourself. A nurse, you can't afford a brand new car for yourself. So, what do we have here? Nothing. So that's why a lot of people are running away from Germany. So if you have the opportunity, Jakba, Bano, Rune, Jeje, because there's nothing here. I hope you have brain. I hope you're wise. I hope you learn from what I'm saying. The choice is yours. The choice is yours.